music, man. That's like the shit you leave on the answering machine of somebody you've been stalking for the last 4 months. Like, hey, what's going on, Lisa? It's Duncan. You never call me back. Anyway, I was just calling because, you know, I had that crazy dream again where God came to me and told me that He thinks the only thing that can make me clean is your fucking blood! Just call me. A restraining order cannot stop love! That version of Christianity is pretty incredible to me, man. It really is. That's one of the most fascinatingly hilarious and sinister religions that I know of. It's so spooky. It really is. Like, pastors on Christian radio are actively trying to connect global warming to the fact that same-sex marriage is now legal in the United States. They're trying to make that connection, and it's wild, man. Like, I heard a pastor on Christian radio. He's like, these scientists, they don't understand why the ice caps are melting. But if they want to understand why the ice caps are melting, they need to put away their telescopes. Wrong! No, that's not how it works, but that's what that guy thinks. That's his version of science. That's his version of how scientists are studying climate change. Is that there's a bunch of scientists floating in rafts somewhere in the Arctic, looking at icebergs with telescopes. Like, oh shit, man, I think it's melting. Does it look like it's melting to you? Yeah, it's melting. Write that down. It's definitely melting. They need to put away their telescopes and pick up the good book to Leviticus 12:13, where it clearly says, "A man shall not lay with a man as he would a woman, or he shall be put to death." You want to understand why these ice caps are melting? It's because right now, across this formerly great country, men are laying with men and running against each other like snakes in the night. Their well-developed abdominal muscles gently pushing against each other as they make love in the neighborhoods they fixed up, and it has infuriated the Lord. That's crazy to me, man, that version of God. He actually said this at the end of his sermon. He's like, these environmentalists think that humans have messed up this planet. Wait till they see what Jesus does to it. Think about that. That's his version of Jesus. The Prince of Peace, Lord of Love, God of Light, the symbol for all human suffering, the symbol of forgiveness. His version of Jesus is like some kind of Godzilla Jesus that gets released out of heaven at some point by his dad. He's like, go fuck up the queers, man. Son, I want you to go fuck up these gay people, right? Are you sure, Dad? Really? They're pretty cool. They make good music. They're really smart. I like them. I kind of like, just fuck them up! Just stampeding through the cities. Homosexuals! Laser eyes. That version of God is really, really interesting. And it's really interesting when you consider every single person on the Republican bill right now claims to worship that version of God. And we're all totally cool with that. Like, we're totally cool with somebody who worships, who's in a death cult, essentially. Like, in like a H.P. Lovecraft level Sumerian death cult. It's true. Boo or not, it's fucking true. Whoever's booing, you're at the wrong comedy show, man. If you think you're offended now, wait in 10 minutes. And your eyes are going to start bleeding. You're going to get the stigmata tonight, whoever booed. I'm not talking about your version of Christianity, whoever booed. You're clearly a true Christian who... it's not you I'm talking about. You're a being of love and radiance and forgiveness, which is why you're at a comedy show booing, because that's what Christ wanted. He said, it's in the New Testament. I think it's John chapter fuck, paragraph U, which is go unto the comedy shows of the world and make them suck if you can. That's okay. I forgive you. But that's a Sumerian death god, man. It's a god that is going to come back at the end of time and destroy the entire planet. So that's a Sumerian death god. That's the god Ted Cruz worships. And if Ted Cruz actually worshipped like a god from the Necronomicon, like an H.P. Lovecraft god, like during the town hall meeting when somebody's like, how important is your religion when it comes to making political decisions? If Ted Cruz's answer had been, well, my religion makes up the very fabric of my being, and every morning I get on my knees and I pray to the winged one, Lord Nethrog Norgak, who will return at the end of days and destroy the entire planet and bring all of us back into the great void from which we came. Nobody vote for him! No one would be like, yeah, give that guy control of the fucking largest nuclear arsenal on Earth. Definitely. That's who he wanted the helm of the thing that can destroy the planet 17 times over. But that version of God that he worships, I'd like to go to that God's house. Like, I'd like to see how he's living, what he's like, because he's kind of like a homophobic bro God. Like, it seems like he'd be one of those dudes who like always wears a towel, probably has a six-pack, likes to like work out in front of you. Like, you come over to his house, he's like, yeah, come on in, man. A little stressed out, probably kicks his dog, get the fuck out of here.